Welcome to Healthy India. I'm your host Lottie Alaric. And as I promised, today we are going to be talking about organ donation. Now this is one kind of donation which is very important, very significant, but we all need to understand that we need to take that first step so that a lot many lives can be saved. So to tell us more on the issue, to talk about the myths that of course need to be busted, and to talk about the real facts of organ donation, I have in the studios Dr. Sanjay Kumar Agarwal, who is the Professor and Head of the Department of Nephrology at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. I welcome you to the show, sir. To my left, I have Dr. Ritu Arora, who is the Director Professor Ophthalmology at the Guru Nanak Eye Center at the Maulana Azad Medical College. I welcome you too. Well, friends, you all have also sent in some questions which I'll be asking the doctors in due course of time. So do watch out for your questions because you're going to get your answers right here, right now. And today we are going to be talking about organ donation. So to begin with you, Dr. Agarwal, when we say organ donation, somehow it doesn't ring a bell in everybody's heart because it has something to do with one's death. So it's very difficult to get across to people to make them understand. So because of that, what are the problems that the medical fraternity is facing?
See, organ donation we primarily need for the major body organs which once fail beyond a limit. Then probably on medical treatment alone those patients cannot be saved or they may not have a normal life.
Correct.
So at that time we need a donation of a organ. So organ donation basically comes from two sources. Either there is a family member who donate some of his organ, which obviously is limited to very few organs are functioning. So those organs in a certain time frame can be taken out of body and can be used for other person who require those organs for their life.
Right.
So this is basically these two type of a source of organs comes in the society.
Okay. Now, Dr. Ritu, since a number of years, we've been hearing of eye donation quite a lot. This is something I think people are aware, whether they are doing it or not is another thing. And also some of the celebrities have really come up and taken up the cause. So practically, what is the kind of response that you have found? Is it only when a celebrity comes, so for that very little while you get people who actually accept or who want to take up, say eye donation, but later on they may not really sign for it. So what has been your experience?
I would say that response for eye donation is really getting better. It's much better than what it was maybe 20 years back.
Right.
That's the time when Times Eye Research Foundation started the pledging scheme. And as we know, the eyes can be only taken out after death.
That's right.
So a lot of people pledge during their lifetime that the eyes, they want to donate eyes, but then one realized that only 1% of those pledges actually materialized.
Right.
And as a result of which, there is a lot of shortage of eyes. There was rather, I would say, from till 2000. And at that time, the average number of eyes which were collected in the country ranged between 20 to 25,000. And of that also only 50% were used.
Right.
But now, with a lot of awareness, we are collecting close to 40,000 eyes a year. And there's far more awareness. And we've started a new program which is called Hospital Cornea Retrieval Program.
Okay. What does that really mean?
That means that we've got some counselors posted in the main general hospital. So whenever a death takes place, it's notified to them. And they go and motivate the next of the kin for the eye donation.
Or a fortnight when organ donation is like it's the talk of the town. So is it again the response do you get only during that period, or is it also throughout the year that you do get some positive response somewhere?
See, this type of a weekly, say like last 2 weeks or so, there was a campaign for a week or so. It does make awareness, which I think is the major portion is only during that period, but it does continue even that campaign is over. Even then it remains in people's mind. Maybe that doesn't actually materializes in significantly increasing the donor rate, but ultimately these are the only ways to make the people aware. And what is required actually, if you see currently, this type of a week campaign I have seen maybe in last 10 years only once.
Only once.
This is only the first for the first time that somebody from a media has taken for a week. Otherwise, the Transplant Act was passed in 1994. So since then, it was never a approach to make the people or a general public aware that okay, you see, this is an important component of the society and need of the hour, so that what in Western countries come, that it comes on a repeated basis.
Right.
So not that once for a week you have done some program and then for next 5 years you are silent. So then that doesn't make an impact. If it is repeated, then probably it will have more sustained effect rather than doing once.
I think I fully agree with him that
Okay.
they have to be main. It's like main vaccination and booster doses. So if you keep giving those booster doses,
Then
the
it's
thing
going to
picks up.
That's right.
That's what started with eye donation also.
Correct.
It's only that it started as an eye donation fortnight in 1986. That was the time when Rajiv Gandhi had pledged his eyes,
His eyes, right.
and on his birthday. And so every year from 1986 onwards, there's a fortnight which starts from 25th August, goes until 8th September for the awareness.
Although if you go beyond a extreme, say 90 or 95 or 100, then maybe we can say some of the organ may not be of use at the time of that situation arises. But frankly speaking, 78 in current society is not that a cut-off age on which just because of the age we can say that okay, his organ may not be useful. His many organ, if he is does not have any systemic illness, major illnesses, then it's possible that all his organs may be from medical point of view still can be used for other person. So age, say if you compare in a live donor situation, for kidney transplant we have accepted and taken donor of say 68, 69 also, which means grandfather and grandmother have donated. So age is what I will say chronological age doesn't match with the physiological function of the body.
Right.
In all the cases. May be possible that he may have some illness which makes him unfit, but I can assure him that at least some of his organ will definitely be usable. It may be that because of 78, say maybe possible that because of age and vascular changes his heart may not be usable.
Right.
But still he should keep in mind that some of the organ will definitely be used in spite of his age of 78.
That's right. So I think that's the message that must go across, that whatever age it is, you can actually still volunteer to donate your organs after you die. Now the same question. Yes, yes, ma'am.
I always tell everyone that you're not very sure whether your organs would be used or not used, because you really don't know under what condition you are going to be in your last stages, and whether you are even in a position to give your whatever you thought of should have been done. And if you're really, please motivate that family for the organ donation. If suppose a 30-year-old or a 40 young person, somebody who's dying and you know of it, then take it as a responsibility for yourself to motivate the family.
True. Well, the same question for you now. When we talk of eyes, again, old people may have some apprehensions that, well, my eyes probably will not be of any use if I die at a certain age, which is really advanced. But what is the truth behind it?
Most of the eye banks all over the world, we like to take the age between 2 years to 80 years.
Okay.
And above 80, we normally do not like to use the cornea. And I want to make it very clear, it's not the eyes which are transplanted. It's only the cornea which is used.
Right.
And cornea, we feel that after the age of 80, we may not like to use it for an optical purpose.
Okay.
Optical purpose means where I've got to use it to give sight to the patient. But we may use it for some other purpose. But to really give sight, we try to limit the age between 2 to 80 years of age.
Okay. Well, I have this question. Somebody has a very peculiar kind of an apprehension. This is Sanjeev Sharma from Kanpur. He is 31 years of age. And he says that if I agree to donate my organs, the hospital staff won't work as hard to save my life.
You see, they should not fear in this, because there is some system in almost every hospital that when who approaches the patient family at the time of a potential eventuality of a potential brain death. So it is a basic principle is that all those people who are involved in organ transplantation on the recipient side, say if I am nephrologist, I am following certain patients who need kidney transplant.
Correct.
So I will never be part of the team who approaches the patient relation. So